Built in 1987 by the architect Jean Nouvel, this work of social housing is the critical response to the idea of existezminimun of the 1920s and 1930s, according to which houses for workers were built with a minimum cost that was achieved by starting from building fewer square meters. As a reference to the principles proposed by the modern movement, Nouvel proposes that the project move away from the terrain. To rationalize the land use, the garages are located on the ground floor, semi-buried. A municipal ordinance is followed, and in the same way, the parking lot will not limit the views from and to the outside of the complex. The project is developed from two parallel elongated buildings almost in the shape of a ship, one shorter than the other. In the central space between them, there is a park and public areas, delimited by rows of trees. In Nemausus, the architect tries to enhance the space by providing the greatest amount of natural light and taking advantage of the airflow. The households are projected from the inside out, in order to expand the interior and provide more space to live. The program of the buildings is arranged from the semi-buried parking lots on the ground floor, and 3 upper floors of apartments. There are 114 homes distributed throughout the complex with simple, duplex, and triplex typologies. Each of these typologies is projected towards both sides of the complex. Access to the buildings is through stairs located above the common space, separated from each bay. They are complemented by elevators placed inside each body. The horizontal circulations are located throughout the length of each volume, covering the 3 floors. As it has a considerable width, it is possible to travel the circulations on foot or by bicycle, serving as a space for common interaction between the neighbors and for the expansion of the dwellings. On the opposite facade, the one facing the street and the adjoining buildings, a similar walkway is repeated, but in this case, it is used privately by each unit. It is used as an exclusive balcony or storage space. On each side of these passages, the facades open outwards, expanding the limits of each house. Again, in order to lower costs, the structure of the buildings was conceived in a practical and rational way. The 2 volumes are supported by a series of columns located every 5 meters, which delimit the parking space. This decision accompanies the idea of allowing visual continuity on both sides. On these columns rest the load-bearing walls that divide each apartment, which are repeated in the same way throughout the 3 floors. In this way, it generates identical modules throughout the building, which combined with each other, will create the different typologies. In many of the typologies, a rectangular-shaped volume also appears in the center, where a toilet, the kitchen, and a storage space are located. This space is also used to locate the interior vertical circulation. The materials in Nemausus are what give it this radical and particular image. Due to cost savings, Nouvel conceives his work with prefabricated materials for industrial use, and objects that can be easily repeated and assembled. The materiality of the building originates from the structure of columns and apparent concrete walls. Micro-perforated sheet metal is used in the railings of the circulation and the stairs. Rectangular metal sections are used for the independent structure of the stairs, highlighting the industrial language. The facades are covered with corrugated galvanized sheet. In the openings, it is possible to create a repetition of modular windows. The industrial cut doors make up the facade of each of the houses, which can be completely opened and related to the outside, as if it were a simple curtain. Inside the houses, the stairs are also metallic and communicate the different spaces. Each building is covered by horizontal umbrellas on both sides, which provide containment against the strong natural lighting in the area. The resulting homes are a hybrid between the loft and a Mediterranean house that shamelessly use elements of industrial architecture. If you liked the video, please do hit that thumbs up and share it. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell button. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.